Hello, welcome to the Gonzo Ewok channel, with me Ewok, playing Stellaris as the armed Kirillian nations. Still haven't encountered anyone yet. I'm going to get cracking right on where I left off with the last game, which was, what was I doing? Oh yeah, probably just building infrastructure and stuff, because I haven't actually encountered anyone yet. I'm playing the game on fast, so hopefully it shouldn't be too long before we get to that point. Oh wow, look, we've got a world here that's got 25 tiles. That's a pretty nice world. It's got Betharium Stone or 2 as well. Oh, that's got to be colonised. That's got to be colonised. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. That is my next colonisation target. That world's going to produce an awful lot of energy. I think they'll produce 22 between the two of them once I've got the tech. And obviously I have to unblock the tiles and things like that. And it's just a huge planet, which is going to be a hell of a boost. Ah, cool. So I've got my menu pop unlocked. Ooh, several attacks. Aha! Called themselves the Desolators. So the pirate menace has arrived, the birth of space piracy. We'll ignore them for a second. We'll upgrade that monument so we can get some more unity. And let's just keep my eye out to see where these pirates are going to appear from, so I can send the military after them. Now that's interesting, because they just shot straight across there, and this is set to hyperlanes only, this game. They're clearly not following the rules. Oh, hang on. There's the pirates. They came from a completely different place from where I was expecting. That must have been some sort of other alien life form. So they came up from Burzon. Bloody hell, they flew across there. Let's get the armada after them. So there's 4 of them. I've got 8 ships. Make it 9. That'll be my first chance for my admiral to cut his teeth. And in time to save the station as well. Sweet. No losses. Let's get them back to repair before we go and hunt down the disgraceful pirate base. We found a micro-singularity that recently intersected Utopia, passing straight through the core and emerging on the other side of the moon. It hasn't caused any permanent damage, but it's altered the energy output of the planetary core in a way that defies our scientific models. Further study may be warranted. It's going to add 3 science to it. Oh, 3 physics. Oh, it's engineering research I'm boosted in. So we're going to go for mining network number 2, so we can further increase our minerals output, which is already pretty high for this early in the game. I'm going to keep on top of energy because that plummeted down to near 1 when the armada left its dock. Border range or Empire leaders? Border range, because then I might be able to get a few extra stations and stuff. We'll take a fusion reactor for that tech. Really heavily focusing on ship-based stuff. I want my ships to be as tough as possible. So I reckon the pirates are probably either in the Azhar system or the Unar system, because this is the way they came in. We'll find him, we'll kill him. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't remember what I'm doing. So we'll try Unar, because I know they're definitely not in Trunt or Sassarim, so if we try Unar and they're not there, we can go and we can try this sort of area here. 3 months before my new colony's ready. I'm going to save up some minerals to plop a colony down over in the Sassarim sector. They weren't there, so we'll try Sinastra Kutun. More traditions available, so the effective increased tradition cost caused by the number of colonies is reduced. So we'll reduce that. 27 until the next. Sweet. Build some more food. Grow quicker. That's the pirate stations here. Rock and roll. And that'll be the end of space piracy. Game over, man. Right, so what's the nearest science ship? I'll pull him out to research that. And then this dude can pick up the slack. Oh, and we're ready to colonize. That's cool. So, colonize the new planet. That seems a good place. Now we're ready to colonize and then some. But energy's still an issue when my fleet's out, so we'll keep building mining stations, but we'll focus on the energy ones first. I might build a second construction ship to keep that going, although it's not going to be ready for 300 days until the colony ship's out. so we've got deflector shields and armour now. May as well add them to my corvettes. So they've got a bit of defence going on. Oh, actually, no, the energy output's much better now that we're not colonising that planet anymore. I mean, it's going to jump down again when we go to colonise the next planet. But it is in a much better place than it was. What we got? Oh, they're proper aliens as well. Let's blow them up. Where did they come from? They came from that direction. So once you've surveyed this system, let's move this way. I have no interest in communicating with them. I just want them blown up. Increase the development speed of my colonies. Sure that there's no alien scum on our immediate border. Ah, they translated our language. I'm very upset about that. They're a moral democracy of federation builders. Well met. We are the Confederated Ewok Stars, a nation built on the principles of peaceful coexistence and individual freedoms. Prime Minister of Cole, the current head of our government, has expressed a sincere hope for a lasting friendship between our two peoples. Will not threaten our Grand Marshal. It's shaking our society to the core. So where are they? Oh, they're over there. I was going the complete wrong way. Right, you go back and heal yourself. You've closed the borders, which I'm not surprised at. They're not happy because we had first contact hostilities and because we are everything that they stand against. And cool, we had some energy credits from that research. So let's declare a rivalry against these guys. And build more ships. starting early with this rivalry. So yeah, there's like virtually no chance I'm going to be able to take that system because that's going to be protected by a military station. But I may be able to steal this thing from them. I need some armies though. Build up the war machine. To be honest, it's probably a little early for a proper war, but we could have a little scrap, I'm sure. Upgrade the fleet. May have overzealously built my military for a little while there, to the detriment of everything else in my empire, but that's okay. In these early stages, there's not enough to go around. I have to focus on priorities. The priority will always be the military. Got a derelict ship there. Let's check that out. Oh, the crew must have killed each other. Well, what's the bet this current crew kill each other? Yep. Scientist Torba Hazardra died when the ISS Trumessa was destroyed because they all turned on each other and that happened. I need a new science ship. Probably those filthy Xenos. Bet they had something to do with it. Their crappy little hearts. Look at them pushing on my borders. It's an absolute disgrace. Aha, a new colony. Pushing food production quite heavily to try and increase the speed of my population growth, given that I've got a few different planets now. I feel like I'm probably falling behind in the tech race. I'm just trying to get my fleet up to the 15 cap. I think I might stand a chance in a little skirmish with these guys. Say I wanted to take that planet off them. Unless they're way ahead of me, it's probably too early for them to have a space port around it. And then again, I have focused my effort on expanding, and if I hadn't expanded as quick as I did, then I could have afforded a spaceport for my second planet. So maybe I'm wrong. And if they do have a spaceport, it's going to be a bit of a waste of time because there's no way I'll take it down. I could try, but it would be futile, I think. I'm getting behind on my building of stuff. Keep building military until you can't afford to build anymore. But don't build any more ships. Build armies. Generating unrest, which is a bit worrying because I don't have any defensive armies stationed on those planets. I don't know how big unrest has to get before it starts becoming a problem. It might not be an issue, I don't know. Cancel that. The borders have just expanded. Right. We're going to go there and then we're going to declare war. This could be an awful thing that ends my game before it's even begun. I'm not really interested in frontier outposts, but I'm going to follow the expansion tree until the end so that I can unlock an ascension perk. Plus get the +2 core systems bonus, which is going to be a bit of a boon. I did declare war. I want those 2 planets, and I want them to keep. So I'm going to bring the game down to normal speed whilst I do this stuff. We fly into filthy xenospace. So the default right for species as slaves on basic subsistence. Yeah, that's alright. Just make sure that when I take them over they are sufficiently enslaved. confused. I'm in the complete wrong... Hang on, have they just abandoned that planet? I think they have. There's nothing there anymore. There's definitely something happened there. I do not understand. I really do not understand. Some sort of event must have happened that kicked them off that planet. Okay, let's send my transport armies over. So I now have a victory condition for a planet that doesn't exist. It's disappeared. Fair one. Excellent. I'm pleased to see that, as I suspected, they haven't built a starport there yet. So I can just go and progress the bombardment of their population. I've got my armies heading over. Send a couple more corvettes over there. Policies and edicts. Orbital bombardment. It is on full. Orbital bombardment should be capped at full. But for some reason, it's only allowing me to have a light stance. Bug? Maybe? That was pause. No wonder it wasn't going down. Bug maybe? It's on limited ground support. I should have full orbital bombardment unlocked. Oh, hostile fleets present. Here they come. So we are bigger than them, but they have more advanced weaponry. We have more advanced defences. See how my first proper battle goes. I have the feeling that whichever way it goes, it's going to really hurt my forces. So we'll probably have to rebuild the fleet. So in terms of pure numbers, we certainly have the advantage, and we've hit them harder on the outset. Ships being lost on both sides. They're substantially faster, although they're drawing us closer to... Oh, that's their transport, not a military station. I've got some reinforcements coming. Oh, don't worry, chaps. So have I. So pretty confident victory there. I'm going to quickly pause while I restock, because I've sent those guys in really the wrong way. there, and then once you've done with that, why can't you research the... Oh, I've got no scientist on board, because this is a new ship. Then go here and research the projects in the system. I missed some research, and we'll have power plant 2 to increase that energy output a bit more. More corvettes coming. So, I mean, that was a good victory for those guys. I'm a bit concerned that they're badly hurt. They're at 65% health. They took a bit of a beating there. Not as bad as the other guys, who are now substantially behind in war score. But it's going to take a while to get those planetary fortifications down, and until we get those planetary fortifications down, we've got no chance of capturing the planet. 97% damage dealt to defending armies decrease. We do have another army there. Should have sent over to try. Why is it coming that way? Don't go that way. Come this way. Seriously guys, you're absolutely crazy. You're going the wrong way. Everyone's insisting on going that way around. So they've rebuilt quite quickly. Those planetary fortifications are still holding. I just want to take this planet. I just want to take this planet. Why can't you get there? We're at war. You shouldn't have any problem entering the system. This must be a change then. So science ships can't enter enemy territory when you're at war. Unless it's a bug. Could be a bug. There are some bugs in this build. I know that much. Okay, never mind. Just go survey some systems, I guess. This is why we're probably a little too early game for this kind of nonsense. We did destroy their fleet. Let's see. We might have enough. Yeah, it looks like we're winning, slowly but surely. And those defences are going down, so they're going to get weaker and weaker and weaker. How are we doing for morale? Our morale's holding. Their morale's falling. Invasion over. Force my demands. Victory, the best possible outcome. We've been forced to end the conflict to spare innocent lives. Continue on this path and we will unite the galaxy against you. But it is the best possible outcome, no doubt. So we've got a new planet full of slaves. I find it interesting that these guys... Okay, so they're proles. They've traditionally shunned intellectual pursuits in favour of physical labour. And they're strong. And they are, if you've noticed, a completely different race from these dudes over here. And I suspect that they've got syncretic evolution. They have two different races in their society, which is interesting and cool, but not good enough for them, because we've just won our first war in mere 16 years into the game. But we do have too many colonised systems, because I kind of forgot that I was at my system cap. But never mind, that's a problem that we can address when we come up. And the next episode, so the armed Kirillian nations has just went to war and defeated the Confederate Ewok stars, although the Confederate Ewok stars are still standing. They've been reduced to their homeworld only. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. It's been a bit of a long one, but I didn't want to leave it without getting some sort of resolution to that conflict. It's good that we've met the filthy Xenos. It's a shame that we're now forced into a peace treaty with them for the next 10 years. But that'll give us time to rebuild our forces, consolidate our territory, and get us ready for the next push against the alien scum. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Ewok, and I hope to see you in the next episode.